Good afternoon, students. In yesterday's class, we have seen three quantum numbers. Those three quantum numbers are principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, and magnetic quantum number we have seen. Okay, I hope you are very clear about the subject. Even though little bit confusion is there, at once if you complete the electronic configuration, we can write the electrons where they are present. So after writing the electronic configuration, we can write the quantum numbers examples. So many we can practice. No problem. After getting practice by each and every one, then only we can go to next concept. Okay, definitely I will take care of that one. But before that, our fourth quantum number is present. Okay, ma? Let us see that one. Before going to that fourth quantum number, what are the different energy levels present in the orbit? Starting with first one, main shells or shells. Second one, subshells. Third one, orbitals. Third one, orbitals. In these orbitals, we have electrons, like our cells. City. After knowing the city, we will come to know what about the area. Okay, suppose Gobichitpalayam. After knowing that Gobichitpalayam, we will come to Karatur. That means our school area. After knowing that Karatur, we will come to know what about the street name, Mariamman Koil Street. After knowing the street name, if you know the door number, immediately we can catch that person, like addressing the person. Okay, like that quantum numbers giving to electrons also, addressing the electron. Easily we can understand the position of electron, where it is present, in which main shell, in which subshell, and in which orbital electron is present. So these orbitals contain electrons. Now the rule is any orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. Any orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. Once again, what is that sentence I wrote on board? Any orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. So if you take one orbital px, that px can accommodate 2 electrons. Py can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. Minimum 1 electron also can be accommodated, or it might be empty orbital also. But maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the orbital will be limited to 2 only. Will be limited to 2. Okay, ma'am? Now, suppose this is the nucleus. This is the first orbit. In that first orbit, 2 electrons are present. Those are revolving around the nucleus. 2 electrons are present. Those are revolving around the nucleus. Okay. But the thing is here, before going to this one, imagine this like a sun. Around the sun, Earth is revolving. Earth, along with revolution, it will maintain the spin also. Because of that spin only, we are getting day and night. Correct or not? Earth will be spinning around the sun. Correct? Like that here also, electrons can spin, but electron can spin in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Electron can spin in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Imagine this is the electron and this is the nucleus. Okay, this is the electron, this is the nucleus. Electron like this, it is spinning. Along with spinning, it is maintaining the path like this and getting wave nature also. Okay, other electron can spin in anti-clockwise direction also. So electron can spin in any direction, clockwise direction or anti-clockwise. There is no fixed spin. I am talking about spin. There is no fixed spin for electron. Any electron can spin in clockwise or any electron can spin in anti-clockwise. Okay, but if 2 electrons are present in the one orbital, one electron spins in clockwise direction and another electron spins in anti-clockwise direction because of adjustment. See, these 2 electrons are present in one orbital. Imagine This electron spins in clockwise direction and this electron spins in anti-clockwise. Imagine this one as electron. This is like electron, means spinning like this. Ball spins, spinning, spinners are there. Okay, they will just spin that one. That means that ball at the time of movement also it is going to spin. Because of that its movement can be changed. For example, I am telling for understanding purpose what is meant by spin. Okay, that spin can be half spin and leg spin like that here. Electron can spin in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, but if two electrons are present in one orbital, one electron spins in clockwise direction, another electron spins in anti-clockwise direction. So orbital is represented by a box. Orbital is represented by a box. The electron which spins in clockwise direction, clockwise, represented by upward half arrow. The electron which spins in anti-clockwise direction is represented by downward half arrow. Downward half arrow. This is upward half arrow. This is spinning in clockwise direction. This is spinning in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, after completion of this, now we will go through final quantum number, that is spin quantum number. Why did I mention this spin, all these things? Now I think you are clear. Our fourth heading itself, it is called spin quantum number. Okay, ma? Let us see fourth one. Spin quantum number is represented by small s. Spin quantum number is represented by small s. First, it was proposed by Allenbeck and Goudsmit. It was proposed by Allenbeck and Goudsmit, scientist name. Two scientist names. Okay. Mainly it represents or it discusses with spin of electron. Spin quantum number discusses with spin of electron. Spin quantum number has only two values, plus half and minus half. Spin quantum number has only two values. Those are plus half and minus half. The electron which spins in clockwise direction is getting plus half sign. The electron which spins in anti-clockwise direction is getting minus half sign. Okay, now let us see one by taking one example. See all of you. I took, this is 1s orbital. 1s has subshell. The 1s is called subshell. That subshell has only one orbital, that is this orbital. Orbitals are represented with boxes. Okay, it has two electrons. One spins in clockwise direction, another one spins in anti-clockwise direction. S value for first electron is equal to plus half. S value for second electron is equal to minus half. If you see upward arrow, immediately write S value plus half. If you see downward arrow, immediately write S value minus half. Okay. This is only spin quantum number. You will get more clear at once if you complete the electronic configuration. That is our next concept, electronic configuration. Okay, but before going to that one, in yesterday's class and today's started with up to now, till now, we have completed 4 quantum numbers. Those 4 quantum numbers are, first one, principal quantum number, second one, azimuthal quantum number, third one, magnetic quantum number, and fourth one, spin quantum number. So, who proposed them? First one. Second one, it discusses with mainly main property. Third one, values. Everything we have seen. Okay, at once if you complete electronic configuration, it will be more clear for us. So, immediately we will keep the next slide heading, that is electronic configuration. What is meant by configuration? Configuration is nothing but arrangement. Configuration is nothing but arrangement. Arrangement of electrons. Arrangement of electrons is called electronic configuration. Just 2 seconds now. Okay, see, electronic configuration. What is the meaning of this electronic configuration? Configuration is nothing but arrangement. Electronic arrangement of electrons. In what way we are going to arrange electrons around the nucleus? In what way we are going to arrange electrons around the nucleus? That is our concept now. Okay, after knowing this one, we will go to again quantum numbers and we will take examples. Okay, ma? Now, mainly this electronic configuration was easily written by following some rules. Okay, those rules are 3. In that, first one is Aufbau's rule. What is it? Aufbau's rule. By seeing that Aufbau's rule, please don't think that Aufbau is the name of the scientist. It is not the name of scientist. It is a German word. It is a German word meaning build on. It is a German word naming build on. Okay. Now, coming to this Aufbau's rule, mainly the statement is electrons will be entering into the subshells. Now, once again, electrons will be entering into the subshells in a way that first lower energy subshell will be filled. After completion of the lower energy subshell, then only electron will be entering into higher energy subshell. After filling of the lower energy subshell completely, then only electron will enter into higher energy subshell. Okay, to understand this Aufbau's rule, I will write the statement, no problem. Before that one, I will say one simple example. Okay, now you have joined a school. Let us take our school only, Bharati Vidyalaya. Okay, you have joined as a 6th class student. Totally, our building is 5 floors building, 5 stories building. Okay, now we have totally 5 stories in front of you. Actually, first they allowed 6th class students only to select one room, to select any one of the rooms. No problem. They gave choice for you, first choice. 6th class only. We have so many classes now. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Like that various classes we have. Okay. Then what the principal ma'am told for you. First I am allowing 6th class students to select one of the classrooms. Okay. Total we have 5 floors building in front of you. Immediately you will select a room in which floor. You are belonging to 6th class student, you want to enter into all the students, 6th class students are present along with you. Okay, all the students immediately you want to enter into which classroom? Generally you will select, that is not contained by any lift ma. Okay, generally immediately you will select the classroom which is present in ground floor. Is it correct or not? Ground floor contains 3 rooms. In the 3 rooms, any one room you will select. In that also, which one you can enter into that room easily, that room you will select. In ground floor also, three rooms we have. Okay, then immediately you will select the classroom which is present in ground floor. Why? Because first floor, second floor, third floor, like that, if it is going on, energy level increases. We have to consume lot amount of energy to enter into that floors. Is correct? No one wants to consume that much amount of energy. Then what we will do? We can enter into the classroom which is present in ground floor easily. So how we are entering into the ground floor classroom? Like that, electrons also, they will choose lower energy subshell. First electrons will be entering into lower energy subshell. Okay, now the question comes. 6th class enters into one of the classrooms present in ground floor. 7th class enters into one of the classrooms present in ground floor only, because 7th class will also choose ground floor classroom only because it is vacant. Correct or not? 3 rooms I said. After that, principal ma'am allowed 8th class students. 8th class students entered into 3rd classroom present in ground floor. Now ground floor is full. Then what 9th class students will do? 9th class students will not enter into 2nd floor. They will go to 1st floor, because what is the next energy level? Next energy level is 1st floor. They will not go to 2nd or 3rd floor, because 2nd and 3rd floor is greater than 1st. Actually, if ground floor is free, they will choose ground floor only. But completely ground floor is filled with 6th, 7th, 8th students. So 9th class student, immediately they will select 1st floor. 1st floor, if it is completed fully, then next student will be selecting 2nd floor, because according to that order, students will be filled if they are given choice. Is it correct or not? Teachers didn't mark the classrooms, they have given choice for you only. In that condition, first lower energy ground floor is filled. After completely filling of the ground floor, then only students will enter into 1st floor. After filling of the 1st floor, then only students will enter into 2nd floor. Like that, in an order, students will be entering into the floors. Like that here also, electrons will enter into lower energy subshell first. After filling of the lower energy subshell completely, then only electron will enter into higher energy subshell. That is only called build on. Means slowly construction. Means lower energy will be filled first. After that, next higher energy level, next higher energy level, like that. Sir, in what way we can remember the higher energy level, lower energy level, like that, all these things? No problem at all. Easily you can write the electronic configuration. In that way, I will teach for you. No problem at all. Okay, but you have to understand what is this Abos rule. Okay, according to this Abos rule, we have to understand one thing, that is, electrons will enter into lower energy subshell first. After filling up the lower energy subshell completely, then only electrons will be entering into next higher energy level. That is the statement for Habermas rule. Write the statement, all of you. Okay, electrons will be filled into the lower energy subshells first. After filling up the lower energy subshells completely, then only electrons will be entering into next higher energy level. Okay, now we will see in what way we can see that which one has higher energy level and which one has lower energy level. Like that we can see. Are you okay, ma? Before going to that one, you have to remember, everyone, S subshell can accommodate 2 electrons maximum. P subshell can accommodate 6 electrons, because P subshell has 3 orbitals. Each orbital can accommodate 2 electrons, 3 into 2, 6. Then according to the D subshell can accommodate maximum 10 electrons. These are all maximum number of electrons. P can accommodate 4, 3 also, but maximum 6. D can accommodate 4, 5 also, but maximum 10. Okay, that is no problem. Now coming to electronic configuration, first one, Abos rule. I think you are clear about this Abos rule. First lower energy subshells will be filled. After that, electrons will be entering into higher energy subshells. Sir, we have various number of subshells. Example, 1s, 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, like that various subshells we have. Then how can we choose, sir? Okay, depending on one rule, that is called N plus L rule. Keep it in box. Depending on which rule, we are going to select the electrons will select the particular subshell to be filled first. N plus L rule. What is that? N plus L rule. Okay, now I will write neatly. Let us see. I am taking totally 5 subshells. 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p. How many subshells I have taken? 5. Okay. First I am writing here n value. Here L value. Total n plus L value. N value for 1s. L value for 1s. Total n plus L value here I am going to write. Okay. First observe this subshell. By seeing the subshell, what is the number we have here? 1. That 1 is called n value. So n is equal to 1. What is L value? For S, L is equal to 0. Any S, L is equal to 0. For P, L is equal to 1. For D, L is equal to 2. For F, L is equal to 3. These are the values. Keep it in box. L values for different subshells. S, L is equal to 0. P, L is equal to 1. D, L is equal to 2. F, L is equal to 3. Now, this is S subshell only, na? S subshell means what is L value? 0. What is n plus L? 1. 1 plus 0, 1. Okay, it is clear. Next, coming to n value of 2s. What is n value here? 2. What is the number present here? That is n value. It is also S subshell only, na? It is also S subshell. For S subshell, L is equal to 0. 0. Then n plus L value 2. N plus L value 2. Okay, next. Coming to 2p. What is the n value? What is this number present? That is n value. That one I wrote here 2. Okay, but for p, what is the L value? L value is equal to 1. So total 2 plus 1, 3. I hope you are understanding my everyone. Okay, next. After 2p, let us see with 3s. Coming to 3s, what is the n value? N value is nothing but this number only, 3. Coming to L, any S, L is equal to 0. So this is 0. Totally 3. Next. Coming to 3p. Coming to 3p, n value 3. For p, L is equal to 1. Total 4. This is about n plus L values for different subshells. N plus L values for different subshells. Up to 3p only I have taken. Next we can go with the next some more. But before that we will just go through. First electron will be entering into which subshell? That is the question according to Abbo's rule. Okay, I am going to rub all these things. See, the subshell which has lower n plus L value, the subshell which has lower n plus L value will be filled first. Read the sentence carefully. The subshell which has lower n plus L value will be filled first. Out of all these subshells, which one has lower n plus L value? 1s. 1s. First electrons will be entering into 1s. Because it has lower n plus L value, no? Lower n plus L value is nothing but lower energy. Like how we are selecting ground floor, like that this is first orbit only, no? So electrons will be entering into first 1s. After n plus L value 1, What is the next value? 2. Like that increasing one. N plus L value must be increased. First lower N plus L value will be filled. After that next lower, like that it is going to be increased. Okay, what is the lowest N plus L value out of all the subshells? This is 1. So first 1s will be filled. After that next will be 2s. Next 2s. 1s, 2s. But coming to this one, these two contain same N plus L values. If you have different N plus L values, please understand carefully. If you have different N plus L values, we will follow increasing order. If you have any two subshells, which contain same N plus L value, in that condition only, we have to see the N values of those two subshells. Which one has lower N value? That one will be selected first. When this condition will be applied, if you have two subshells with same N plus L values. If you have different N plus L values like this, immediately we can select the subshell with lower N plus L value immediately. But if you have the subshell with same N plus L values, then we will select the subshell with lower N plus L value first. That's why next subshell is 2p, after that 3s, next 3p, like that keep on going. 1s should be filled first, next 2s. After completion of 2s only electrons will be entering into 2p. After completion of 2p only electrons will be entering into 3s. Next, after 3s, 3p. Like that in an order we are going through. Okay, man. Once see the board clearly, all of you. I wrote totally 5 subshells. For those 5 subshells, I wrote N value, L value, and finally I wrote N plus L values also. Okay, now I told that the subshell which has lower N plus L value will be filled first. The subshell which has lower N plus L value will be filled first. After completion of that only electrons will be entering into next subshell. Okay, but if you have a condition in which two subshells contain same N plus L values, but if you have a condition in a way that two subshells contain same N plus L values, then we have to select the subshell with lower N value. So according to that, in front of us 5 subshells we have. Those 5 subshells order I arranged it as 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p. Okay, now I will take some examples now. By taking that examples, how we are going to write the electronic configuration, let us see. So what is the order? This order remember carefully. One s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p. Okay, now starting with hydrogen. Hydrogen atomic number is 1. It has only 1 electron. That electron also must be coming to 1s. Because first electrons will be entering into 1s only. So this is the electronic configuration of hydrogen. Hydrogen has only 1 electron. That 1 electron is this one. 1s1. But S can accommodate how many electrons? Maximum 2 electrons. Here it has 1 electron only, so it can accommodate 1 more electron. So if you want to write helium electronic configuration, it will be 1s2. Because 1s can accommodate 2 electrons. 2s can accommodate 2 electrons. Correct? Maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in 1s will be 2. but in hydrogen only one electron is there, so 1s1 I wrote. Helium, 2 electrons are there, 1s2 completed. For helium, 1s is completed. For lithium third one means it contains 3 electrons. 3 electrons, how I am going to write? 1s2. Next, what is the next subshell? 2s. If you add these numbers, it should be equal to atomic number 1, 2, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. It should be equal to this one. In that way, we have to be careful. Next, fourth one. What is the fourth one? Beryllium. What is the fourth one? Beryllium. Now say the electronic configuration of beryllium, all of you. Beryllium electronic configuration is 4 electrons it has, 1s2, 2s2. Why? 2s can accommodate 2 electrons. Previously lithium has 2s, 1 electron only. So it can accommodate 1 more electron. So it will be 2s2. Next, fifth one, boron. For boron, 2s can accommodate 2 electrons to maximum, it is completed. So 2s furthermore it cannot accommodate. So 1s2, 2s2. After 2s, next what is the subshell? 2p. 2p1. Boron electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5. After that, carbon. Carbon electronic configuration, sixth one. Carbon. What is the electronic configuration of carbon? 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. But don't think that p can accommodate 2 electrons only maximum. P can accommodate 6 electrons. P can accommodate 6 electrons. S can accommodate 2 electrons only. P can accommodate 6 electrons. D can accommodate 10 electrons. So further we can just go through the electrons into 2p up to 6 electrons. Okay, carbon I wrote. Seventh one, nitrogen. Nitrogen electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Because 2p can accommodate up to 6 electrons. Here I wrote 3 only. So up to 6 we can enter. This is about 7th element, nitrogen. Electronic configuration 1s2. I hope you are understanding, everyone. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Next, 8th one, oxygen. Oxygen electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Next, 1s2, 2s2. 2 plus 2 plus 4, 8. 9th one, fluorine. 9th one, fluorine. Electronic configuration of fluorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, sorry, 2p5. Next, 10th one. 10th one, neon. Neon configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Till that 2p it is completed. Up to neon. Next, 2p6. Now 6 electrons are completed in 2p. Next electron if you want to write for sodium, we want to write in 3s. Okay, ma'am. Small homework I will give. Please take it as homework. Totally 8 elements I will give. That 8 elements electronic configurations, write down and please send to my personal number. Write 8 elements electronic configurations. Those 8 elements I will write here symbols. Okay. Those are sodium, magnesium, sodium 11, magnesium 12, 13 aluminium, 14 silicon, 15 phosphorus, 16 sulfur, 17 chlorine, 18 argon. These 18 elements electronic configurations, please try to write and send to my personal number. Okay, I will see them and correct them. Whether you have written correctly or not, I will send to you personally itself. By that you can correct. Okay, in next class some more electronic configuration of elements I will check. I will continue with after 3p what is the next subshell. Like that fully I will go through the next class electronic configuration. But before that, these 8 elements electronic configurations, please try to write on your own. Suppose example, for sodium if you want to write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. 2p6 is completed next 3s. 3s1. Sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Like that, what about magnesium? Like that, what about aluminium? If you write correctly these 8 elements, up to 3p it will be filled. Okay, that is the homework I gave now to you, all of you. Please write those 8 elements electronic configurations, everyone. Don't forget. If you are able to write that 8 elements electronic configurations, next class I will continue. Even these 8 elements electronic configurations, once again I will explain. No problem. My expectation is till how much extent you have understood the concept and you can write the electronic configurations on your own. That is my expectation. That's why I am giving it as homework. Even these 8 elements also, once again I will write correctly on board and I will continue this one with the next rule, that is Hund's rule, in next class. Okay, but before that, you have to be in a position at least these 8 elements electronic configurations you have to write. Okay, one more time I am going to explain. See, the subshell which has lower n plus L value will be filled first. The subshell which has lower n plus L value will be filled first. I have taken totally 5 subshells examples I took. In that, which one has lower n plus L value? 1s. So first I filled with 1s. After completion of 1s fully, then only I took the next subshell, that is 2s. After completion of 2s fully, then only next subshell I took 2p. So in previous thing, I wrote the n plus L values. Okay, that n plus L values according to the increasing order I am taking the help. According to that I am filling. But one small thing, that is, if any 2 subshells will be contained by same n plus L value, in that condition we will take the subshell which has lower n plus L value. We have 2p and 3s. 2p and 3s have same n plus L values. In that condition, I took 2p first, then only 3s, because 2p n value 2, 3s n value 3. In that way, I took the order 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p. In that order only we have to take. That order also it is very easy. After 3p, what is the next subshell? That one clearly in next class I will write the electronic configurations. Even one more rule is there. After that, we will go through quantum numbers one more time. Because if you know these electronic configurations, then only we can write the quantum numbers easily. That's why. Okay, ma? So after completion of this electronic configuration fully, once again we will practice the quantum numbers, again electronic configurations one more time. By that you will be perfect. And one test I will keep them on this electronic configurations and quantum numbers. Okay, ma? That is about today's class. I hope you are clear. Please try to write the 8 elements electronic configurations. Those 8 elements are sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. These 8 elements electronic configurations write and send to my personal number. I will correct them and I will send to you what are the mistakes you have done. Okay? Here no one is there to punish you. I hope you are going through online classes only. You can understand. Please make it on your own. Whatever the homework we are giving, please try to make it on your own. Okay, ma? That is about today's class. Thank you. Thank you all.